Hello, hello, and welcome back to the 3 Up Moon live stream, everybody. My name is Matt, otherwise known as 3 Up Moon, here on Twitch and on YouTube, and it's December 4th, 2021. Welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be playing a whole bunch of different retro games. I play retro games on Twitch live from 1 p.m. Pacific onward every single day. You can always catch me on YouTube on your own time and watch all the previous streams. My YouTube channel has full VODs of everything unedited, so you can go check it out there. Full playthroughs of games where we're revisiting it and kind of really just analyzing like the game system and how the game works, how the game ticks. It's music, it's graphics, and also we do a lot of randomizers on the stream. Now, this is a series that I have been doing since July called the Retro Roulette, and basically, or actually before July, basically what it is I've curated lists of retro games that are all themed around a specific theme. So today is episode 5 of our space, alien, and intergalactic themed retro roulette. So I've got a list of over 700 games from Atari 2600 to N64 that are all space themed or alien themed, or based around a planet or some sort of distant galaxy. And you can spin the wheel for 1,000 moonstones at any time, and I can spin the wheel. So our initial spin today gets us Space Invaders on the Game Boy Color by Taito. It was released in 1999, and it's actually quite a good handheld version of Space Invaders. Episode 1, we actually played an old school, I think we played the Japanese Famicom version of Space Invaders to start this whole series off, so it's nice to play different versions of it. And you know, it has a lot of history in it's a really important game in video game history is what I mean to say. It came out in 78, so pretty early on. So stick around, we're going to have Space Invaders on the Game Boy Color up next, and it won't be long. I want to say thanks to everyone that's been showing up on the regular, all the folks that have been supporting the channel. Thank you again to Loki for the Ko-fi donation, and to Midori Skies and to Ridley the Monster. By buying a coffee via Ko-fi, you're helping the channel to grow, and you're also helping me get closer to our goal of getting a streaming PC, which will open up the interactivity of the channel and a whole bunch of other things. So it'll just be 1 second here, and we've got Space Invaders up next. Thanks for your patience. Okay, everyone, you should be able to see me and see and hear the game. Let's do this. Let me just make sure that I've got video. All right, so this is the Taito developed 1999 Game Boy Color Space Invaders. It's very different than the original. It pays homage to the original, and it's a really cool port, I think. Just gonna make sure it's not too loud. Sorry, just having an issue with the sound here. Grandmaster Farmer, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday. Okay, there we go. So you let me know if it's too loud. There's also different ships to choose from. It's very different than, that should probably be good. It's very different than the original Space Invaders. Obviously, they were really trying to like add new things. There's ships and there's ship stats. The Stinger gives us way less shield and way more weapons and thrust. The Defender, I think, is supposed to be like the default ship from the original one. Even stats. It's almost like Mario Kart stats. And then the Juggernaut. All shield, no thrust. I'm just gonna obviously just choose the default one. Oh, Grandmaster Farmer, there's a password to remember. Apparently we're defending Mercury. Seems like an alright audio balance. Thank you so much, Inarama. Also, hope you are doing well. So this game actually is pretty great. I love that they start off with a very rudimentary throwback to the music, the sound effects that you hear in the original. But then the composer blends it into an original piece of music. I've always been a fan of games like Galaxian. And this game. Like Space Invaders in general. We played the PC Engine version of it. Yo, Zombie, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday. Yeah, the PC Engine version has like a very, very rudimentary, like basic port of the arcade version. Whoa. It was shield though, thankfully. This is awesome. I like that these things look like Goombas. I also like that the enemies at the very top look like bees. Looks like a cartoon bumblebee that's looking at you, talking to you. The design is cool, and you know what? Specifically playing this game inspired me to come up with an idea for a puzzle game, which I'm trying to work on developing right now in terms of just a concept for one. Oh, what? Okay, that's cool. I forgot we could do that. Because we have played this one on this particular series before. Shield boost. Whoa, just made it. Shuriken, oh my god. That's amazing. Okay, that was cool. It splits an enemy in half and then sends each half of them upwards, which can also kill enemies. No Space Invaders game should have music this good now. Well, I think, that's what I'm saying, is I think they really, this has probably got to be my favorite port of Space Invaders. They really tried to add a story, like they're explaining to you that you're not defending Earth. I didn't realize that. I thought that in the original, that you were defending Earth, but you were defending Mercury. Funny enough. Yeah, like this. It's just such a cool way to start it. In the beginning of the piece of music where it tricks you into thinking you're going to hear the original piece. What happens when I get 666 followers? I don't know. It depends. It's more like what happens to the person who is follower number 666. They might get a visit from Stan himself. It's true. It isn't Earth Invaders. That's true. That is true. I just assumed that they were from space. That's why they're called Space Invaders, but they're invading space. You were Nemo's 666 follower. Nice. For the 700 follower celebration, we're going to be doing another multi-randomizer where we play 5 2D Mario games, and we're going to use the seed 700. I think we might start getting people to vote on what games we'll play for the different milestones as well. It could be kind of fun. Huh? Come on, come on, come on. Yes. I keep forgetting we got this awesome power. Ooh, yes. Oh. Yes. Imagine after 777 followers, it'll do slots for ID. Ooh, that could be cool. I should totally do that. Like a jackpot stream. I would totally play. I actually have a bunch of slots games. That'd be pretty funny. Or anything like those casino game compilations. Anything related that's like a mini game compilation or casino compilation. That'd be pretty funny as a stream. Since we're gonna hit 666, you guess he'd recommend playing Satan's Hollow. It's kind of like Space Invaders. Ooh, never heard of it. Satan's Hollow, nice. Is that an arcade game? Or is it like Space Invaders and that there's like lots of ports of it? Okay, just one sec. I'm just gonna actually write that down. Interesting. I have a list of ongoing games too that I gotta check out. You play the cabinet every time you go to the arcade. Nice. Cool. Oh. I'm not sure like why. It's kind of a dumb special ability is to attack things to the left and right of you, but I guess maybe it's meant for if these things get too close to you. Yes. Number 9. Number 9. Oh, oh, oh. Hope everyone's having an awesome week so far too. We're going to be doing a lot of streaming today and tomorrow. Pretty hefty streaming because Monday I'm starting a brand new job. Brand new full-time job. So we're going to be working out a new schedule for the stream, but it's still going to be daily. It just might not be in the afternoon. But you can always catch my stuff on YouTube. On your own time. Thank you to those that have been watching on YouTube and subscribing on YouTube as well, and I appreciate that. And to those that have been donating via Ko-fi, again, big thank you to Midori Sky, and Ridley the Monster, the anonymous donator, and also Lord Loki Asgard. I really appreciate it. We're getting closer and closer to that streaming PC, and now that I got that full-time job, it won't take us too long. And speaking of coffee, thank you, Michelle, for the coffee this morning. Can you watch the VODs on YouTube on someone else's time? I mean, if you arrange that with them, you can. I'm not gonna stop you. Cheese comment of the century. Oh, this isn't on my own time. This is actually on my buddy Robert's time. No, excuse me, I bought 4 hours of your life as an NFT. Remember? Ooh, see, this I like. So there's a simplicity to Taito games that I just really love, and we're actually making a ROM hack of a Taito game right now. I'm working on one called Bumbo Bombo, which is a ROM hack of Bubble Bobble, and it's all original levels, basically. So it's just going to be 100 levels, full 100 level hack. And I've done this before. Ooh, bubbles. Speaking of Bubble Bobble, that's an awesome reference to their series, because it's the same developer. But yeah, I really love Bubble Bobble. I spent a lot of time with the original one, and I'm just going to find a way to change the music up, change the title screen, add some 3-up moons into it, and we're good to go after we finish the levels. We're about 12 levels in now at this point of 100, and I'm really liking it. I've actually been playing some other Bubble Bobble ROM hacks just to see how other people have been designing levels, and it's just so different from mine, so I'm really stoked at how it's turning out. I'll be sharing it with people too, and playing it on stream. Once we get that streaming PC, I'm going to also start a ROM hack of Super Mario Bros. 3 as well. You can neither confirm nor deny that it's possible that you may or may not have engaged in internet time during company time. Perhaps. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't go tonight. I've got to watch my internet. Oh. No. Oh, thank you. See a few more people are joining. Welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday. This is an interactive stream, so you can spin the wheel anytime, and whatever game we get, I have to play. We've got over 700 games in the space and alien-themed wheel. ROM hacks, homebrews, prototypes. Oh, come on. Look at this. Look at that. Easy there, bub. Full shields. You gotta babysit your internet to make sure that your files go to your eyeballs. I just pictured someone opening their eyelids and all you saw was just like a female USB jack, so you can just plug 2 USB things into your eyes instead of eyeballs. Now there's an episode of Black Mirror. One USB has a bunch of text files and another USB has a bunch of WAV and MP3 files. No images though. Oh. Ah. Extremely tight. Yes, I love the hammer. This is such a cool ability to have. Such a cool power-up. Hammer time. To be fair, you've had to set time aside, both yours and others, to watch video game streams. You set other people's time aside? That's funny. Oh shit. Boss fight. It's Godzilla in a Dr. Wily machine. Dr. Wowizilla. Dr. Wowizilla. Let's go. It was Godzilla's fleet this whole time. Okay. Oh. What happened? We died before we can get the power up. Oh. Yeah, this is a pretty precise game. I like it a lot. Oh. Yes. Mercury clear. Controller dropped. Coffee, drink it. Welcome to Venus. Bitches! Welcome to Space Venus. Space bitches. Controller dropping, coffee drinking, hyping, hyped. Oh shit, you didn't hype your hype? Not a good call. Ooh, new music too. This is nice. Oh wow. Yes. It is pretty tricky to take out that last enemy. Too hyped on Kofi. Kofifi. When Trump posted that on Twitter, I think I called coffee Kofi for like a year. That was fun. Ooh. We got this really nice roast of coffee right now from a local to the island. Local roastery. Ooh. This music is hype. I like it a lot. You know, this came out in '99, so you have to consider that the Game Boy Advance was just about to be released, like a year away. Damn. Aren't we all on islands? When you posted that, you called him a brain dead moron for a year. Aren't we all on islands? I like that. Okay, we're gonna do Stinger. I'm gonna try this out. It has less shield. I love the Chow and Goomba blueprints that they have going on. And what are these? The fighter flies from Mario Bros. Like, if you're gonna go ahead and just steal 3 enemies from Mario and Sonic, I mean, sure, I guess. You know what I think is funny is that everyone's always like, oldest person in space. Like, William Shatner is the oldest person in space. And like, you know, like as if that's an achievement. The oldest person in space is the oldest person who's ever been alive. Like, ever. On Earth. Because, just a, you know, newsflash for everybody. We're in space. The Earth? It's in space. If I was to meet an alien race for the first time, if I was like the first human, which I wouldn't be, but if I was the first human to meet like a new species for the first time, and they asked what the planet was called, I 100%, for the sake of all humanity, would call it Earth. URF. Just as like a troll, like as a joke. But then the aliens would know this planet as Earth forever. Earth forever. Forever. I'm being serious. Legitimately would do that. I would rickroll the whole human race and it would culturally just change the title. You were Earthbound, right? We're called Earthlings. Oh, I love it. What's the name of the planet? Oh, I believe it's called... I believe it's spelt Earth, but it's pronounced like this. The planet is a disk inside of its own dimension. Space is past the atmospheric dimensional rift. Oh, space is beyond the back of the turtle, is what you're saying. NASA gets completely defunded because we humans all collectively, all Americans realize that space is just actually on the back of a turtle, so it was a mistake to begin with. Oh no, don't do that. Shout out to NASA. Just so you know, I got a high score in Space Invaders on Game Boy Color, so if you ever need someone to fight Godzilla's troops and defend Mercury, hit me up. Slide in those DMs. It's like in Soul Plane where they... Was it Soul Plane or no? There was like some parody movie where a dude applied based on his online gamer score to like a military organization. Can you imagine just DMing NASA? Yeah, why not? In fact, DM them and you want a job and you just say, Houston, we have a problem. You have not hired me yet. Here's my resume and cover letter attached. I believe I have many assets that can be brought to the table that will help. I like to call them NASETs. You want to hear Neil deGrasse Tyson on Twitch? Oh, his comments on Space Invaders. I would totally watch that video. It's like 48 minutes. It's like a TED Talk just on Space Invaders. It would just be all about like, well, why did we shoot? Like, why? Who shot first? The Goomba or the Chow? Oh, there we go. Who shot first? The egg or the chicken? Well, it's that age-old question. What came first? Honor Guido. This user has turned on block whispers from strangers in their privacy settings and must start a conversation with you first. You attempting to DM NASA on Twitch. That's funny. Now, what if they just sent like alien emojis and spaceship, like space shuttle emojis, and the moon and stars and shit? I don't want to know how an alien would interpret emojis if they had to like look at humans communicating and saw all that stuff. All those lasers that miss keep traveling into space. That's so true. Nobody ever considers that. This is like the most human game because like, humans just don't consider about the repercussions. It's just what humans do, which is really stupid and detrimental. But all those lasers end up missing and they keep traveling in space until they hit something. Imagine all the innocent bystanders. Like think about all the other planets. Yeah, we're defending Mercury because we know about it. There's like a government contract to defend Mercury, but like think about all these lost, like that one right there, that could hit a planet in a different galaxy. Like, why would a laser stop in space? It's not going to. I never really thought about that. Even just thinking about Star Wars, like, the amount of lasers that just should be traveling in space constantly in every direction. It would be hard to fathom it. The movies would just look like Geometry Wars. There's an NPC in Mass Effect that's talking about that. It's a military officer training artillery people. Oh, they actually address that. That's funny. So I haven't played Mass Effect before. But then again, I wasn't like super into like Xbox. I didn't have an Xbox 360 or anything. I had an original Xbox, but I played Fable mostly on it. And a few other random games. But I had it for a very brief period of time. I ended up selling it to get more PS2 games. Nice. Yeah, exactly. It's like when you get a bird dropping or something. Totally. Same concept, but just in every direction. Gabriel Man, welcome to the stream, and Tojiko-san, hope you're doing well. Let's do some shoutouts here. If you're not following either of those streamers, please go give them a follow. They're both super rad. Gabriel Man's been playing some Streets of Rage 4, hell yeah. I think that one's on the top of the list to get once we get that streaming PC. Does anybody know, is Streets of Rage 4 only available like via Steam, or is it something that was available on the Switch? Because I'd be down to play that on the Switch. Did it ever get ported? Yes. That's cool. I like the bolt because it's almost like a EMT interference kind of thing. Bolton. Oh, that was cool. Got it right as he spawned. Oh. This is so good. Even the simplicity of the planets and asteroids and meteorites and stuff, stars that you see in the background, like the backdrop scrolling, is really nice. Holy shit. I didn't get too close. Now tomorrow we're going to be doing a bunch of streaming too, and at 4 p.m. Pacific we're going to be doing a Triforce Hunt run. We're going to be joining in Draco West's Zelda Sunday race. Anyone can join as well. Ooh. There we go. ship. Sure. Okay, that was the first time that that side attack actually was useful. So that's what they're for. Just to wait. We should save them until only when we need them. Yes! Easily the best power-up in the game. It's just so satisfying to clear the enemies out like that. Oh, damn. Unnecessary death. Oh. No. Okay, it doesn't heal when it comes back, at least. Sheesh. Okay, we're back to Venus here. Stage 2. Ah. Yes. Talk about an awesome ability to have. Shit. We didn't remember the password, did we? Ah, that sucks. Yeah, no. Did anyone remember the password, the Venus password? No, I didn't. I have to get one more level in, and then just write the password down or screenshot it. Yes. No.
Oh!
What's everyone's favorite alien design in a movie? I really liked the alien design in Arrival. Yeah, and by the way, it is showing us a demo of level 122. This game has more than 100 levels. It's pretty nuts. Pretty jam-packed game. I'm into this. I'm interested in this. Okay, we tried a different ship. I don't want to try the Juggernaut. Let's just try the main defender. Again. We only had the 2 shields with that one, right? So. Oh, interesting. The laser boost, what that power up just did that we just didn't even get to use really because we didn't actually land a hit. It just lets you shoot lasers quicker. It's a pretty addictive game. Yes. Level 3. It's hard to pick like a favorite alien design, but I like a lot of the alien designs in the Men in Black series as well. But I'm a big fan of the alien design in Arrival because it is different. It feels alien, as opposed to like the aliens in like War of the Worlds. And I watched this really cool YouTube video a long time ago, just about the philosophy behind alien designs. And if we want someone to feel, if we want humans to feel sympathetic to an alien in the story, then we give them eyes. It's why some aliens are like baby-like. So anytime you want them to feel sympathetic, you give them eyes, because eyes are the one thing that humans, like, we relate to each other through our eyes so much. It's kind of part of the reason why there's that similarity between like human and dog eyes. There's like, you know, it's like the whole portal into the soul thing, and why people can relate to dogs so much, or just have that. There's like that sort of bond, and I think it has something to do with the eyes. So, for example, E.T. is one that you're supposed to relate to and feel sympathetic for. I'm trying to think of another example of an alien that is similar. Alien design that's like childlike that you're supposed to feel sympathetic for. I mean, even in Men in Black, that alien that's like inside that dude's face, and the human body is just like a kind of a mech suit or a Gundam. When they open that dude's face, and then there's like a shriveled little alien. He's got like really cute googly eyes, and he's meant to almost like babyish. But then you've got the cockroach alien, which is a completely unrelatable giant insect. And oftentimes they will be insect-inspired. I don't know, it's like insect-inspired designs in sci-fi, just in general. And things like the Xenomorph doesn't have eyes. It's just got the dome. Things like the War of the Worlds and Independence Day aliens, they have eyes, but they're all black, and they're jet black, so you can't see what's behind them. You can't look into their soul. That's the basically the way that typically Hollywood, or just in general humans, design aliens that you can't relate to. It's like, you know, throw in ideas from insects, things that really are so far from human. But I like when people approach it in an even further from Earth perspective. It's hard to do that, because to truly come up with that concept for an alien design that's alien, it would need to not be informed by what we know, but it'd have to be informed more by what we don't know, which is an interesting task. Ooh. Oh, come on. Yes. Boom. Vulnerable. Yes. That's amazing. The maximum shot just clears the entire screen. Hell yeah. I 100% approve. Oh, very cool. Oh, I love the weapons in this, the sub weapons. So if you use bolt on one enemy, but it's adjacent to another enemy, it's gonna just transfer the electricity forward. That's really cool. Really dig that. Yes. Shield saved us. Damn you. Damn you. Yes. Ooh. Yes. Nice. Yeah, they did a great job thinking up different cool sub-weapons. So many close calls. This evening I might do a co-op stream as well with my partner Michelle, where we play some Mario Golf 64. So tune in for that. It's gonna be fun. That didn't count. Great. No. Holy shit. Nope. No. Okay, good. He doesn't heal even between that. Okay, I'm actually gonna write this password down. HXD5W R2R X5 YRV3. Real question is, why the hell are you doing a password like that in 1999? Nice, we got one shot with the trident in. That's good. Shuttle raid. Nice. Thank you. You think it was during King of Always Playing on Console's Final Doom playthrough on the PS1, but that game also had a password system? Why? Yeah, that is weird. Like when we're using the discs already, don't be so rudimentary. Take out these cannon things first. Cannons to the left of me, cannons to the right of me. Yes. You like how you read out King's full username? Well, POC can mean a lot of things. That's all I'm gonna say. I just want to be clear. Oh, the horizontal blast. That's so cool. So you only get 3 shots at it. I love that. I'm really impressed by the sub-weapons in this. Yes! Hammerhead. Go, 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 go. Yes! Okay, we just have to take those ones out. We're doing really good right now. No! Level 141, oh my god. How do you get that far in this game? There's... how many levels are in this? The king of the epic. Epic. Yeah, nope. Let's spin that wheel. Stegosaurus McCartney. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome Daryl, welcome Shaky Otis, welcome Nicolette. Hope you're doing well, hope you're having a good Saturday. Spinning that wheel? Alright, let's do this. So I've got over 700 games in the list that are all space or alien themed, intergalactic themed. We're spinning it. We've got game number 254. All right. Let's see what 254 is. It's got games from Atari 2600 up to N64. Ah, very cool. We have classic NES series Xevious. So if you're not aware, on the Game Boy Advance in Japan and also here, they released the classic Famicom series and the classic NES series, where they did sort of like widescreen ports, but well done ones, of NES classics. So you've got Castlevania, Super Mario Brothers, Clue Clue Land, Ice Climbers, Excite Bike, Metroid, whole bunch of those. We've tried the Metroid one before. Actually, we tried it right after playing Metroid Zero Mission, so it was funny because it was the NES Metroid on the Game Boy Advance. And so we tried those. So we're going to try the Xevious port on the classic NES series. Xevious is an NES shooter as well as space shooter, and we'll give it a shot. I don't think I've played it before, but yeah, stick around. It won't be too long, and we're going to play classic NES series Xevious. Cool, it's an arcade-style shooter. Awesome. Okay, so I'll be right back. I'm just going to play some music from Alter Ego. I'm just going to take a short break, make another coffee, and we'll dive right in. And the stream's going great. Daryl, thanks for asking. Hope you're doing well. It will not be long. Alright, I am back. Let's just switch over to this. Let's switch to this. And let's load up Classic NES Series Xevious. Now the way that this series works, like this Retro Roulette series, is it's interactive, so you can spin the wheel at any time. And yeah. You spin the wheel at any time, and whatever game we get, we have to play. Pretty simple. This is from Stegosaurus McCartney's Spin. This is Classic NES Series Xevious. Also, if you're into this format, we do this with different roulette wheels, animal and creature themed games, spooky, horror, and Halloween themed games, and also food, eating, and cooking themed games. Now, I really like these classic NES series games because they've actually gone in and it's not just simply resizing or restretching the aspect ratio of the original NES games to fit the widescreen of the GBA. But I think it gives you the option if you press select to swap between the two. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong on that one, but it's you can tell that they've like put some time into recreating it. So let me just get the volume going, and we should be good. Check out. This is from 1982. We played a couple classic Atari 5200 and Atari 7800 games from 1982 in the last stream. Oh my lord, 1 second. Let's start this over. I was not ready for that. Okay. Hopefully it's not too loud if you're wearing headphones. I definitely recognize this music from... I used to spend a lot of time perusing OC Remix and VG Music, which is a really cool like MIDI museum, essentially. Beginning sort of has a little bit of a Kid Icarus vibe to the music, and then yeah, this isn't, I mean, I don't know if you would call this level music. It's just beeps and boops. But music, technically the definition of music is just organized noises, so this is pretty organized. And the whole point of the Retro Roulette is just to discover new games, play games I haven't played before, and give it an honest shot too, not... That's the main goal, is just to give each game an honest shot. The colors that they're using for the level palette just reminds me so much of like a baseball diamond. I used to have this game on the NES called RBI Baseball, and I didn't know it was an unlicensed game, but I had RBI Baseball 1 and 2, and I really loved it. It was one of my favorite sports games. I had that, I had Skate or Die 2, The Search for Double Trouble, worst name ever, but also hilarious skateboarding game. And then I also had Blades of Steel, which I still love to this day. Face Off. Yeah, we need that Blades of Steel sound effect. We've got tons of sound effects if you want to mess around with them too. Command SFX or Command SFX2. And just simply by hanging out, doing what you normally do already, following, watching, subscribing, hosting rating, you'll get sound stones, and then you can use them to play sound effects. Ooh. Ah. This game was quite popular when it came out too, from what I understand. Well, if you think about the time that, like 1982, right? Think about the time that Xevious came out. You know this is obviously like a port of an arcade game. And at that time, just arcades would have been huge. Would have been such a big phenomenon. Like, and the idea that you could play, you know, not the same version, but a pretty like comparative version of your favorite arcade game at home. Like Dig Dug, or Burger Time, or Donkey Kong Classics 1, 2, or 3. Or something like this. Or like the original Space Invaders, or Galaga, or Galaxia. And like they were all available on Famicom and NES. And I think that at the time of the NES coming out, it was such a strong playing point as a console for them. Was doing home ports of, or releasing home ports of arcade games, bringing the arcade excitement home, and it's an interesting approach. Oh. Bubble Bobble, I believe, was also an arcade game first. Oh.
You don't want to go down there.
They set it up so 2 players works. That was something that I thought was really cool about the classic NES series as well. And the Famicom series of this actually has different games. There's some crossover games that you can get in the West, but there's a handful that were Famicom exclusive. Oh. But it's cool that for this classic NES series that they actually thought of multiplayer, because some of these games were multiplayer. Hey. Yes. Helps if we jam along. Ah. Damn. One Salvaloo left. I don't know what that is, but shout out to Salvaloo. Go follow him on Twitch and Instagram and TikTok. Well, it's nice that you can't actually run out of the second attack. That's nice. Oofed. Did you just get home?
I just got home, yeah.
Cool. Nice. Welcome home.
Thank you. Had a very productive photo shoot.
Nice. Awesome.
I'm going to come back in and just do a bunch of editing.
Okay, cool. Okay, we'll try this again. My partner just got home from her work. photo shoot. Remember, you can spin the wheel anytime with 1,000 moonstones, just like Daryl did. This isn't awful, though. I mean, the music I would say is awful. But I would also say that this game is not an awful game, like, for shoot-em-ups. I didn't play a lot of shoot-em-ups like this growing up, besides maybe Galaga and Galaxian. If you can call Galaxian a shoot-em-up. Galaxian's a lot more like, it's like Galaga and Space Invaders combined, is how I feel about that game. Great game, though. But recently I've played, like, Gradius and Parodius. Like, in more recent years. But I'm not really great at shoot-em-ups, but here we're doing okay. Damn. 0 Solvaloo left. Oh shit. Probably spin the wheel at the end of this life here. Ah, shoot. Well. That's devious. Okay, let's spin that wheel and see what we're gonna get. We're spinning it. We have over 700 games in this wheel. Space or alien themed games. We've got game number 609 is where it stopped. Alright, let's go see what 609 is. .609 is Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back on the NES. So we're gonna stick around the NES, which is really cool. And we played Star Wars on the NES, but not Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. So stick around for that. It's about family. Now, there's a Super Empire Strikes Back, which is the sequel to Super Star Wars. Excuse me. There's also Empire Strikes Back on Game Boy as well. We'll be playing the NES one in just a sec here. Just went for a nice walk today at the ocean. Nice. It'll just take a second here. Thanks for your patience, folks. Just having to reset some stuff. Very strange. Having to do a few more troubleshooting things here. You know what, folks? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to be right back. We're going to start a brand new stream, so to speak, a brand new video, because I don't edit my videos. They just go straight to YouTube. So we're just going to start a brand new stream in just a sec. I'm just going to refresh because we're just having some issues with the emulator. Then we'll be back with the next part. It'll be part 6 of the space and alien themed retro roulette, and we'll be playing Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back on the NES. Thanks for your patience.